Up until a few years ago, I used to be part of the 99% of people that don't journal. This is what kept happening to me. Let's say my hand is a thought, right? I was focusing on it, focusing on it, focusing on it, and then boom, another one stole the spotlight. And I had to go back and return to the thought. Okay, focusing on it, focusing on it, focusing on it, boom, another one, and another one, and another one. And just like that, I lost track of the thought I was initially supposed to be focusing on. And that's why journaling is so powerful. Because when you journal, you can actually trail the thought perfectly in a very well organized and structured way. Let me explain 4 ways in which journaling has completely changed my life. So the first one, it helps you unwind after a busy day. And this is what I call random journaling. For this type of journaling, all you have to do is grab your journal and start writing exactly what your mind generates. It doesn't matter if you will be jumping from thought to thought. Eventually your mind will probably settle on one specific thought that you should have probably given more attention to throughout the day. What I realized about myself is that in the busy days where I don't even have time to think for myself for a few minutes, if I don't do this practice of unwinding, my brain doesn't let me sleep at night. It just keeps generating those thoughts and I get into a flow state of thoughts when I should be sleeping, and it's extremely messed up. So it's better to just take a few minutes and unwind it. You can also talk to someone, you can also just sit and think about them, because you can allow yourself to go randomly about these thoughts. You don't have to focus on a specific one, as I told you. Number 2, it makes you appreciate every little aspect of your life. And this is what I call gratitude journaling. What you do with gratitude journaling is just express your gratitude about the negative things, the positive things, the small ones, the big ones, all the details of your life. And what's gratitude actually? Well, think about gratitude as logical happiness. Let's say you're a multi-billionaire and you just won the lottery. There's no reason for you to feel happy, as you already have a ton of money. But you can express your gratitude about it and be like, I'm grateful that I won the lottery because now I can invest that amount of money into charity, for example. A huge revelation for me was when I found out that if I force myself to think about these gratitude thoughts on a regular basis, my mind will eventually start generating them automatically, which is absolutely mind-blowing, because you end up being in a state of almost feeling high on gratitude, and you're just so happy, so fulfilled all the time. You could literally be locked up in solitary confinement and you will still find reasons to be grateful for. Now, number 3, it's a tool to help you dive deep within your subconscious. And this is what I call deep journaling. There's a specific technique for this, which I call at least, the recurring whys. Let's say you have social anxiety around your friends. You can just grab your journal and state that I feel social anxiety around my friends, X, Y, and Z. Doesn't matter. Okay, why do I feel like that? Well, because I'm mumbling when I'm speaking. Okay, why is mumbling scary? Because they're gonna think I'm weird. Okay, why is that scary? Well, because if they think I'm weird, then they won't like me as much. Okay, why is them not liking you as much scary? Well, because if they don't like me as much, then they will leave me alone. And boom, that's your finding. What you're actually afraid of is being left alone. And your social anxiety actually stems from the fear of being left alone. And you can actually work on this and let go of it. And letting go is another huge, extremely powerful technique that I will speak about one day. Number 4, it supports you while you're updating your self-image. And this is done through visualizations. Now, visualizations maybe have a bit of a bad reputation online, because the people that usually talk about it make it seem like a woo-woo practice, when in fact, in my opinion, it's extremely logical. Because with visualizations, what you're actually doing is you are reinforcing your new self, your new self-image. Let's say, for example, you are a football player and you have an important match coming in the next days. Well, if your self-image is of a player that doesn't score goals, then it's gonna be extremely hard for you to score goals. But if your self-image is of a player that can score hat-trick after hat-trick, then you will be able to score 3 goals in one game easily. That doesn't mean you will certainly do that, but you will unlock the possibility of doing that. Because when you don't believe in yourself, you restrict yourself. It's as simple as that. It's extremely logical. What you can do with journaling is play the movie. Write down the scenery of the movie of you achieving that success that you want to achieve. So in the football player's case, it's just celebrating the goals. And your goal is to actually embody the emotions of that version of yourself, that imagined version of yourself that's achieving what you want to achieve. And when you embody that, you reinforce with great amount of power, you reinforce your self-image and your ability to achieve what you want to achieve. That was it for today. Keep journaling.